500 years ago, he washed ashore the sole survivor of a shipwreck. And upon the skull of the man who killed his dad, he said, "I'm mad, I must eradicate piracy, injustice and cruelty, and all my sons will follow me, so evildoers will believe that this man cannot die." The Phantom, the ghost who
This is X-Band The Phantom Podcast. I am Jermaine. Our website is chroniclechamber.com, and you can subscribe to our podcast via YouTube or through your favourite podcast apps. Press the thumbs up button, click the bell, you know the drill. Today we are learning about a new fundraiser event coming soon, which will have loads of cool, amazing, original Phantom art for everyone to bid on, add to your collection, and at the same time support an amazing fundraiser. It is a win-win for everyone. So today, to talk about this fundraising event, we are very lucky, we are very privileged to be able to have not one Barry, but two Barrys, David and Si. How are you both?
We're great. Thank you.
Feeling fine.
That's awesome. Si, you're looking amazing. You're a real inspiration to everyone, looking as well as you are at your age. So thank you for joining us. And David,
I feel just great too.
That's awesome. And David, it's always a pleasure to touch base with you and see you again. How are you?
I'm great, thanks.
That's awesome. Now, this event, excited about this event. You know, I am an art collector myself, and so it's always nice to be able to see original Phantom art and to add it to the collection. And I know there's a lot of other collectors as well. So, first of all, can you tell us a little bit about the event, and then we'll go from there.
Great. So I would say that the genesis for the event really is some previous chalk talks that my dad has done at Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. And I've been able to join him drawing for the kids and seeing the smiles on their faces. And, you know, these are children who are undergoing cancer treatment, who may be either on the inpatient side or seeking outpatient treatment. And Si's had the opportunity to go in and spend time with the kids, and it's just been a wonderful experience. We've done that 2 or 3 times now.
Right.
Once at Boston Children's Hospital and a couple of times at the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, which is also in Boston. And having seen that, and having spent some time there, I know that funds for art-related projects, you know, doesn't really exist, and so we're raising some funds to help support art-related programs at the hospital, which really have been proven to reduce patients' stress and make their stay there more normal. And actually provides, so these chalk talks and art-related programs really do wonders in terms of providing a distraction for the kids.
Right. They need badly.
So my idea was to hold an online fundraising auction and get a number of artists together who could contribute some of their work to the event. And we're talking about Phantom artists and other than Phantom artists. So we'll be auctioning off Phantom pieces as well as other superhero work, and even things like original Archie comics, some Batman Joker pieces from artists like Joe Giella, Alex Saviuk. We've got some Phantom works from Anthony Spey and Sal Valuto and many others. And we're going to be holding this from July 1st through July 8th. And we'll be providing more information through our website, which is drawforlife.org. And that's kind of how the whole thing came together.
Yeah. Now, so some of the other artists that we've got Keith Williams, Joe Giella, just trying to remember. You mentioned Anthony Spay, Alex Suviak, Selva Ludo, Chris Nye is another artist as well.
Chris Nye is another artist.
Right.
Another guy by the name of Tom Morgan, who is an animator and cartoonist as well.
Jeff Weigel is another one as well, who's provided some original Sunday strips.
Yes, Jeff Weigel.
Yeah, so and the website, of course, is all on drawforlife.org. If you're on YouTube, you would see we've put the URL down the bottom of this whole talk. So whether you listen to us from the beginning to the end or somewhere in between, the URL is there. It's always going to be there. So, click on it, have a look at it. From what I understand, David, there's a preview of the artwork that will be auctioned off as well. I want to talk about the actual charities. So could you mention the two charities again? And I guess, tell us why the charities are so important to you. Why, is there, were you touched?
Yes, I would like to say something about it personally.
Yes.
I have a personal love for this project because Dana-Farber happens to be very important to me. I'm a patient at Dana-Farber, and the work they do is absolutely magnificent. They're very efficient, and their research and the work they do with patients is just marvelous. I have a great deal of a love for the work they're doing, and I'm as a patient there. I know how wonderful their operation is, and not only that, but I was so interested when I was younger. When David and I were younger, quite a few years ago, we did some chalk talks, as David said, at Dana-Farber, and to see the young people sitting there, and some of them in a bit of pain and discomfort, just taking their minds off their own issues, each one of their issues, I had an easel set up and a very large pad, and I asked them what cartoon characters they would like me to draw, and every time I finished a drawing, you could just see their eyes light up, and they would be sort of giggling and talking to each other while I was drawing. It was such a delightful experience and such a marvelous experience. And David experienced it with me, and it just left me wanting to do more. So whatever this fund can do to improve the life of these children, I would love to see.
Yes, no, very true. Look, I'm sure everyone who's listened to this has a personal cancer tale. I know my mother-in-law has cancer at the moment. I had cancer when I was 18 to 21, and then I had a childhood friend who's actually now in Ukraine, helping support Ukraine with some mission work and stuff like that. So I've got, right. So it's I know those children will be very, very encouraged, and every dollar helps.
Definitely.
So the chalk talks, do you still do the chalk talks, or do you do?
No, I'm not. I haven't. I mean, I'm in reasonably good shape, and I have been able to get around nicely. But it's difficult for me to begin to set up things and go through the full experience. I'm just not the same as I was like 20 years ago. So, but I absolutely.
And I can't draw. So I'm useless.
I enjoyed it so much. It enriched me, that's for sure. Every time I did it, it just helped me feel that I did something for the children's benefit.
Awesome. Yeah. Now, so I guess we'll talk a little bit more about the website. So the website again is drawforlife.org. Now, how how many items are we looking at, you reckon, Dave, so far at the time of
So
recording?
far, we've got about 20 or 22 items, I think. Yeah, across 17 or 18 artists.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wow.
And I am very interested in hearing from any other phantom artists, whether it be in Australia or anywhere else in the world. If you are interested in making a contribution of your artwork, it would be much appreciated. And
I'm asking these artists personally to please join in and give us some artwork so that we can bring up some money for a wonderful benefit.
Yes, exactly. Now, I believe, David, if there is an artist, Antonio Lemos, that's another artist as well, that has
right.
done a piece. If you're in Australia or Europe and you are an artist, they don't have to send you the artwork.
No.
So they can, all they need to do is, what do they need to do to be able to participate in?
Sure. So given the fact that we're going to hold the auction the first week of July, I would like to have your scanned artwork in hand by the 1st of June, if that's possible. The longer we've got that scanned image, the more time we have to publicize it on the website and get some visibility for it. So the sooner the better. And that also goes for anybody who is maybe interested in donating something from their personal phantom collection or other personal artwork collection. If you're interested in making a donation, you can email us directly, and I think that our email address is probably going across the screen right now as well. In that case, you can get that artwork to me or a photograph of it by, or I should say, whenever it's feasible, and we'll make sure that we include it in the auction as well.
And then, so if you haven't sent your artwork to you, David, physically, when it gets auctioned off, the artist will then send it to the winner. Is that
correct? And we're certainly in a position to help with any of the shipping costs in terms of reimbursing artists or fans for shipping costs as well. So there's really no major expense on your part in order to participate, with the exception of your generous donation.
Very good. Now, sorry, were you going to say something?
Yes, I was going to say that it could be any kind of cartoon feature that should be contributed, not just the Phantom. It could be any feature that has been reproduced, and any legitimate feature. We'd like to collect as much artwork as we possibly can.
Yes.
So please get in there, fellow artists.
Yeah. Now, Simon, David, is there any artists that you would like to embarrass and do a call out?
No, I don't want to put anybody on the spot. I'd rather not. But okay. you know who you are. If I've reached out to you before and we've and it's been an issue sort of closing the gap, then I would just say, please help, and we're always willing to talk and to take something off your hands.
Yeah,
definitely. I would like to see a few more Australian artists in the collection. I think at the moment we've only got
Oh, no,
one or two.
definitely.
So there's a lot of them.
Wonderful.
There's a lot of Australian fandom artists out there. So I'd like to see a few more of you donate a piece. So I won't name names. We'll keep that as a trend. But yeah, that's what I'd like to see. Now, all items will be listed on eBay. Is that correct, David?
All of the items will be listed on the website, including a photograph of the artist, a short bio, and the image of the artwork that's being donated.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And so
we'll be publicizing it on social media, whether it be Facebook or Instagram, so we can get the word out about the event and make sure that everybody knows that you as an artist are participating.
Right.
definitely. So thank you for all of those artists who have already participated, and thank you for the artists who are going to participate after listening to this.
I appreciate that too. That's wonderful. Thanks, guys.
Now, will there be reserves on the items on eBay, or is it literally going to be the highest bid wins?
No, the highest. I don't think that we're going to. I don't believe that we're going to set a reserve, but I guess that's maybe to be determined. I mean, I want to make sure that we do get a legitimate price for the artwork, which people have spent their time and energy creating. So we will consider a reserve, but right now it's a little up in the air.
All right. So maybe that's something artists can discuss with you if they require reserves or not. But majority will be unreserved. Highest bid wins.
Yeah.
The software that you were using is eBay. Is that correct?
Correct. It's going to be an eBay auction, and we've tested it out. It does work, and yeah, it's and we felt that it was a good idea to use eBay for the auction because it's something that most everyone is familiar with.
Yeah, definitely. So make sure you get those maximum bids in, and those anti-snipes and sniping and all that type of stuff set up. And if you are wanting to have a look at the artwork beforehand to, save those pennies and stuff like that, make sure you check out the website. Now, is this going to be a once-off event, or are we looking at maybe doing this or are you looking at doing this as an ongoing once-a-year event? Or
yeah, I'd like to see how well we do with it, and I hope we do well, and we'll learn from this experience, and perhaps do another one in another 6 months or a year. And maybe we'll support a different charity that I think everyone can kind of get their arms around. So, yeah, I see this as something that we will do going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing, awesome. Well, yeah. Is there anything else that any of you want to discuss or talk about? Si, I believe that you have done a piece especially for this. Did you want to talk about that piece? Or?
Yes, I did a illustration of the Phantom crashing through a door, and I just felt that it was a means of expressing the need to get a breakthrough into some of the cancer issues and problems, and just bring it to the people's attention and to their conscience that it's the cancer itself is such a difficult medical problem and so overwhelming in the extent that it's affecting people. So I just feel it's such an important issue, and the Phantom feels that way too. That's why he's crashing through, trying to get us to get a breakthrough with cancer. But we need money for it, and we need help, and we need kind people like the artists who have contributed already. We need more of that concern and that attention. So whatever you can do, everyone, thank you, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, so I think the only other thing I would say is that there really are three ways in which you can participate as a fan. We would appreciate something from your collection. We would appreciate a monetary donation if you are so inclined, and participate in the auction for some of this great artwork that's been drawn specifically for the event.
As you were talking about that piece, so it reminded me of the cheesy Slam Evil movie poster. So maybe we can call it Slam Cancer.
Sounds good.
Very good. Very good.
Alrighty, and so you talked about the website, which is drawforlife.org, and then Facebook and Instagram. If you search for Draw for Life on those platforms, you will find more about you as well, and you'll be promoting the artwork and the pieces leading up to the event. David, is there anything else that I have missed asking you, or anything you want to share?
No, is there anything I missed?
No,
well covered. Yeah.
I just would like to thank all of the people, including Jermaine and Duncan Monroe and Jamie Diaz, who've been really working behind the scene to help make this a success. And I'd like to thank everyone who's helped out to this point. I really appreciate it.
Ditto for me. Also, have we notified everyone what the latest date that the artwork should be in? Have we indicated that?
Yeah, I was talking about the 1st of June.
Okay.
But if that's not possible, then we'll accept it right up until auction time.
Yeah, but the whole idea of 1st of June is basically so we have a month to promote it to try and let everyone know about the event as much as possible. So look, I hope the listeners, I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you're excited about it. The chance to to own some amazing phantom art, but also some amazing art by other creators and other non-phantom artwork as well. This is not just a phantom event; it's an original art event. It's a great cause. It gives us everyone a chance to be able to slam cancer together.
Right.
And it's when someone goes through it, the whole family goes through it. So so hopefully we can all get together. Look, I hope your fans enjoyed that. We would love to hear your thoughts, your feedback and opinions on our social media platforms or over at our YouTube channel. Again, the website for this event is drawforlife.org. It will also be promoted on Facebook and Instagram. Chronicle Chamber will be helping promote it. We may even have, I was thinking we may even, I don't know, we might do a recording of the pieces as they finish up on eBay or something like that. I'm sure there'll be other ways Chronicle Chamber will be involved in the event. We'll be promoting it on all our social media platforms. So if you're on there, make sure you follow us as well. Our website is chroniclechamber.com. You can contact us at chroniclechamber@gmail.com. You can subscribe to us via YouTube or through your favorite podcast apps, including iTunes and or Spotify. From myself, thank you, David Sy. Thank you for your time. Thank you for doing this.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
it. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to.
All my sons will follow me, so evildoers will believe that this man cannot die. The Phantom, the ghost who walks. The Phantom, enemies beware. The Phantom's always there, but you won't find the Phantom. He fights